Impact Wrestling. Famously, you signed Adam Pac-Man Jones to a similar situation where he's a two-sport athlete. This is your third MMA fighter, Bobby Lashley, on the wall being the other two. What are the positives to signing an MMA fighter as far as creating a new audience or retaining an audience between the pro wrestling and mixed martial arts fan bases? And secondly, is there any concerns that the mixture of professional wrestlers and mixed martial arts fighters could cause any unfit criticism of professional wrestlers?
I don't think so at all, and I totally agree with what Rampage is saying as far as, I think for MMA it would be better for it to be more entertaining, and I think that's what Bjorn, when I watch those tournaments, that's what I see more of, and he embraces that, and I think that's what makes it make sense. With Pac-Man, I mean, it wasn't what we had hoped it had been. He bought a ring, it was in his backyard, he had a trainer. The Titans shut us down, but we got a ton of exposure from it. I remember being, at a hotel in a sports bar, and every single network, I couldn't go a minute and a half without one of the sports networks, running a story on it and talking about it. So at a time when we needed a lot of exposure, that worked for us. Bobby Lashley, we never worked. He did come in and do a wrestling stint with us, but we never got to, work with him in a two-sport capacity. So Mo and Rampage will be the first time that we've really done this, and I'll echo what Rampage says. I mean, this is a really unique association between Kevin and Bjorn and myself as it comes to these talented athletes. And we have some pretty big platforms, each of us, but combined it's very, very powerful. And I think from that, when we get this going, you're going to see some exciting things.
Thank you very much, Dixie. My next question is for Quentin. Quentin, the word that you keep repeating throughout this entire press conference is fun. I want to ask you about a word, pressure. Bjorn Rebney has the ability to find young, hungry guys from across the world. Reneto Babaluso Brawl and King Mom on the Wall both experienced losses in their first debuts in Bellator to these young lions. What pressure are you feeling to face these young guys, even at heavyweight, that would love to make a name off an MMA Hall of Famer such as yourself? I don't know if you're in one yet, but certainly you have the credentials to be. And then secondly, TNA Wrestling has set a high standard for professional wrestling, employing legends such as Hulk Hogan and Sting, Kurt Angle, Bobby Roode, James Storm. How, at your age, not that you're old, but at your age, how much pressure are you feeling that you have to now learn a brand new discipline of professional wrestling, and then that you will be, because of your background, expected to perform at a higher level than someone, for example, that TNA gives an opportunity through the Gut Check Challenge?
Man, you give some long questions.
I thought all night about it.
Okay, let me break something down to you. Like, what's wrong with losing if you go out there and you did your job and entertain the fans? What's so bad about losing?
Is there a time component to this deal, or is it is there a specific set length of time that you're obligated to Bellator and TNA, and or is it just a specific number of fights and appearances?
See, you gotta ask my manager all this stuff. I don't deal with all that. All I know is that we're gonna change the game up. You guys have no idea y'all can't even comprehend what's going on right here. It's gonna take y'all a couple of months and y'all see, oh, that's why he left the UFC. It's gonna hit y'all like one day when y'all see what happens. Y'all can't even comprehend. It's on. We're gonna change the game up. You guys have no idea.
Well, one more if I could. What's your sense of where Rampage is at? Is it pretty much your assumption that you're starting from square one in terms of his training as a pro wrestler and getting him actually ready to get in the ring and do it on a big stage?
Yeah,
well, I've seen him.
I'm sorry. Oh, yes. My bad. Go ahead.
I've seen him, powerbomb and slam a few people. I think he's got a few of the key skill sets down quite well, I'd say. But no, I think that I think he's such a gifted athlete, and he does have a lot of wrestling skills, great ground game. I think that he's just going to it's like Bjorn said it perfectly. There's just a different it's a different style, different training, and I think he's going to be great. I don't think it takes a long time. I mean, Kurt Angle, going from Olympic gold medalist into professional wrestling on the level that he did. It took a little bit of time, but Rampage is very committed to getting in there immediately and getting this done. And I think it'll be, like I said before, I think it'll be sooner than later. I can't put a time on it, but I know that he's anxious to get in the ring.
Okay, he will be, because of your background, expected to perform at a higher level than someone, for example, that TNA gives an opportunity through the gut check challenge.
Man, you give some long questions.
I thought all night about it.
Okay, let me break something down to you. Like, what's wrong with losing if you go out there and you did your job and entertain the fans? What's so bad about losing? Why? There's no pressure. There's no that pressure right there. I relieve that pressure already. Like with myself, like it's just the only thing is after I lost it, I got to hear about it from the fans. There's no pressure. That's like annoying. You know what I'm saying? I get annoyed by it. Like, oh, you lost, so what? You know what I'm saying? I still did my job. I did entertain people. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I go out there, I'm gonna try to knock somebody out. I'm trying to slam people. I'm gonna try to destroy them. But if I get beat in the process, I just hope it's a good fight. So all that pressure's gone. So yeah, it's still fun. It's fun for me to get out there and entertain the fans. And at the end of the day, I'm making my living what I chose to do to provide for my family. And the pro wrestling, yeah, it's a bit about pressure. Like out there with the best, like Hulk Hogan and Sting and Kurt Angle and all those guys. Yeah, but I think it's like a dream come true. Like that's what I want. That's what I want to do. Like if you're gonna let pressure stop you from fulfilling your dreams, then you robbing yourself. So that's the last thing I think about is losing and pressure and not doing this and not